Hey guys, Steve Hanford here, Lions Karate. I want to talk about our future black belts. This has been in the background of some of our videos, and I've had some people ask about it. What are the future black belts here at Lions Karate? So once a student gets to brown belt in our system is 4th GUP, 4th Q for those Japanese systems. So we've got white, yellow, orange, green, purple, blue, brown, red tip. This is when your belt starts to turn black, deputy black, black. So once they get to brown belt, they've been in class for at least 2 years, sometimes 3, 4. I've got students that by the time they get to their 2, 4, 6, 7th belt, sometimes it's a year per belt. We try not to just promote just because, hey, thanks for showing up and paying your dues. You got to actually put in the work. So once they get to brown belt, the quickest they can get there is 2 years. That's somebody that's practicing hard, practicing at home, doing really what they're supposed to do. And from then on, they still have 6 months in between time restrictions, time in rank is what it's called, and 6 months for each belt. So they still have a minimum of 2 years. We have had students at Deputy Black Belt, 1st GUP, 1st Q for you guys, that have been their belt for over 2 years. Our longest record is 2 years and 11 months by a student that didn't practice at home, missed a lot of classes, and when he did show up, he wasn't doing anything that we asked him to correct the previous time. So the record is 2 years and 11 months at one belt. And nobody wants to set that new record. It was 2 years and 7 months by a student a couple years before. But back to this. We put up their black belts. They have invested in us, we invested in them. We create their black belts, put it up here, Mr. or Mrs. or Miss, because we believe that. How about your teacher at school? You don't say, oh, hey Tammy. No, you don't say that. You say, hey, Mrs. Smith, hey, Mr. Jones. You don't call them by their first name. Black belts have been training for years. 4 minimum at our school. We've had students that have taken up to 9 years for their black belt. It doesn't really matter. It should be, this is your rank, you earned this, so you are a Mr., a Miss, or a Mrs. So for us, that's why we put it on here. Now, in the last few videos, we cleaned them out a little bit because unfortunately, students don't make it. Other activities get in the way. Life gets in the way for some of the adults sometimes too. It saddens me when we have to take belts down, but unfortunately we have 2 totes. We're working on our 3rd tote of black belts that haven't made it. We don't throw them away. We joked about doing a ceremonial burning. We're not going to do that because students are always welcome back. Always welcome back. And if they do, we'll get that belt back out. We'll throw it back up on the wall. What saddens me is when I don't see a student through the entire summer. Like this, that's what it's October now, and 3 out of the 4 belts up there, we didn't see these students for the entire summer. I've contacted the parents. They always, any school owner knows, hey, we're just taking the summer off. When 20 students take the summer off, only 10 actually come back, and those 10 that come back, probably only 5 of them stay because they've seen their classmates have either got promoted over the summer or their classmates still remember stuff and they didn't practice anything for 3 months and they end up quitting. So, because they feel left behind when kind of their own fault on it, but they're always welcome back. But we had 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 that we had to take off, and we'll keep them. They'll be ready for them if they ever come back, and that's our future black belt wall. So the red, people have asked about the red. So the red is for our Aikijitsu students. So we have Taekwondo would be in our gold, our Aikijitsu would be in the red. And then we have this one here. This was bought by one of our teenage brown belts by, I believe it was her uncle. Wanted a little more authentic belt. So they paid the big bucks and got the nicer belt. And we said, well, you still don't get to keep it and you don't get to wear it until you deserve it. So they asked if we could put it up here for them, and of course we would. So looking forward to the day we get to wrap that around her. So that's our future black belts. You see all my certificates up there. We'll go over that in a different video at some point in time. All right. Take care. Keep up the effort.